The hype for Callisto Protocol has been completely insane. I feel like I've seen people claiming this might be Game of the Year coming out at the very end of 2022. And honestly, I understand that excitement. The fact that this is the newest game by the people that literally invented Dead Space is understandably exciting. But what's interesting to me is that they've been a little bit secretive. We really haven't seen that much gameplay, we didn't get a demo, and weirdly, they're being extremely private with review codes. In fact, there's supposed to be no reviews posted anywhere until the game comes out. Now, the reason this is interesting is because somebody over at yahoo.com accidentally leaked their review early, and I managed to screenshot it before they took it back down, and it's very positive. Let's take a look at it. What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here. Hi, hope you're having a great day. If you could like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, first and foremost, let's take a look at this screenshot of it over on Twitter. This is by Okami Games. He managed to snag this first picture of it, and it says, Callisto Protocol, 5 out of 5. The game is roughly 12 to 14 hours in length. This is a no-holds-barred, gruesome, thrilling experience that will have you on the edge of your seat. Now, before we even start to dig into the review itself, this has seemingly stirred up a ton of debate about the idea of how long a video game needs to be. I mean, this is a $70 experience, so is 12 to 14 hours enough? In my opinion, yes. I have played a lot of different games of a lot of different genres, and in my own personal experience, when it comes to horror games, 6 to 8 hours is usually best for keeping that fear level high, but if you're trying to tell a bigger story or introduce a new universe, 12 to 14 makes sense. In fact, I found this interesting comparison here. Dead Space, the original, was about 7 hours. Dead Space 2 was 5 to 7. Alien Isolation, around 11 hours, which was a little bit longer. Obviously, Alien Isolation managed to stay spooky for the entirety of that. I think that's part of the reason that people love it so much. The Resident Evil 2 remake was about 69 hours. I don't know how anybody took 6 hours to beat that game. RE7, 4 to 6. RE8, freaking 8 hours. So you get the idea. This being double the length, plus the fact that they've already announced a season pass with a bunch of expanded content they're going to introduce later, I think lengthwise, I'm completely fine with the idea of Callisto Protocol. But let's take a look at the review itself. So here it is. This is the guy who posted it. It was over on uksports.yahoo.com. Very weird. The title of it was Say Hello to the Future of Horror Gaming If You Dare. Now, somebody managed to transcribe it. They copy-pasted it because obviously the website got taken down very, very quick. Hopefully this video doesn't get taken down. I'm sure this will be okay, right? Be sure to like this video in case it randomly vanishes. But it says this, Say Hello to the Future of Horror. This is by Vicky Jessop. Okay, so here it is. Basically, what's happening is, first they do an introduction about how spooky the game is. I'm curious about how it actually plays. The Callisto Protocol takes no prisoners. It is a no-holds-barred, gruesome, thrilling experience that reimagines horror. It could be what horror could be like on a next-gen console like the PlayStation 5. The Callisto Protocol is one of the most immersive games around. As Jacob, you must fight your way through multiple levels of the prison, the cells, solitary confinement, the habitat where oxygen is harvested, the mining areas, among others. To get the job done, Jacob will acquire a slowly expanding arsenal of weapons, starting with a shiv and progressing to assault rifles much later on. This is a good thing too, because the enemies in Callisto are no joke and evolve at pretty much the same speed as the weaponry, making them a formidable enemy. Now, I do want to make a quick note. Some people are kind of claiming this guy is overly positive, or this lady, her name is Vicky. Some people are saying that this is a paid review or that she's super, super positive. I've actually seen a bunch of Callisto Protocol. Last night, somebody uploaded an entire full playthrough of Callisto, all 14 hours of it, to twitch.com. Now, I technically can't show you the gameplay, but I've watched it. The game looks fantastic. I am going to be reviewing Callisto Protocol myself because I'm so freaking excited for it. I should hopefully be getting my copy on Thursday, so I should still be able to have a video up a little bit later on Friday. But man, the game just looks great. Okay, going back to this itself. What makes the experience so terrifying is how immersive it is. No RPG game trappings here. You have no map to navigate with, no guidance beyond a brief written tutorial on how to use newly acquired weapons, and nothing to your name except for what you manage to scavenge from dead bodies that you curb stomp. Some levels wind your nerves up as tense as a guitar string. The aforementioned scavenging is crucial to keeping Jacob alive. In addition to health, gels, and ammo, he can also get Callisto credits, a form of prison money with which he can upgrade weaponry at reforge stations around Blackiron. It's a little bit funny that there's like in-universe prison credits, but I mean, I guess you gotta have some sort of upgrade system. Jacob's health meter is cannily kept in-game via the implant on the back of his neck that projects a green bar towards the screen that rapidly depletes over the course of his excursions through the prison. So basically the exact same health meter from the original Dead Space, except now instead of being up your spine, it's across your neck. Even the controller has a part to play. Any comms that Jacobs receives are played through the PS5 controller speakers, which made for a bit of a shock the first time it happened. Yeah. Also, if you've never used it, the speaker on the PlayStation 5 controller is surprisingly good, so I'm glad that more games are actually using it. Superb graphics add to the excitement, of course. The graphics are superb. Does she really say it? Superb graphics. What a weird sentence, saying superb is the first and last word in a sentence. Shockingly so. In fact, they really do homage to the sci-fi setting. The expressions on the characters' faces, spookily similar to the actor's voice in them, are lovingly and realistically rendered. The monsters look gruesomely realistic. The rare glimpses we get of Jupiter through the window of the prison are beautiful. The game is only 12 to 14 hours in length, but it manages to pack in an awful lot. Alongside several levels, it's set in different parts of the prison that require you to use different skill sets, like stealth, brute force, accurate shooting. It changes up periodically it changes things up periodically via some massive and breathtaking set pieces that involve, respectively, a flume ride through a sewer system, free falling through debris of a collapsing space station. It's epic stuff and well worth the price of the game by itself. Story continues, view, comments, advertisement. So, it does sound like the game is good. I guess a lot of people seemed to be incredibly scared when they realized that it was going to have a launch day review embargo. Especially these days, it does seem like game companies that are more confident, that are more ready for the talk, for the conversation, for sales. I don't know. It seems like those are the game companies that give out review codes very, very early on. I mean, God of War Ragnarok was giving out review codes a month before the game came out and then allowing full giant deep dive reviews over a week before it released. So it sort of conveys that confidence. Whereas I guess in this case, it's strange that Callisto isn't, allowing people to openly discuss it sooner. But it seems like, as it currently stands, the game seems decent. I guess we're going to know Friday. I'm definitely buying it myself. I'm going to try and do my best. Hopefully I get a review code here in the next 24 hours, and I will play the heck out of it and tell you my thoughts. But what do you think about Callisto Protocol? Are you excited for it? Are you skeptical of the positivity around it? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a big old thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. And please keep dreaming. Man, I can't believe this game is even out. I really feel like we were talking about the delays of Callisto, and now we're talking about the release of Callisto. It was very quick. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.